before you leave, there was one other thing I thought I could pay you back for, but isn't much, but it's a technique I've developed over the years.
Technique?
Unfortunately, only a few of you should be able to learn it. That would be the two of you, and he points to the twins, and if I smell what I think I smell on you, you as well, and he points at Cyrus.
And what might that be?
A smell?
It's something I don't really want to say. It's not my place.
You mentioned something earlier that I caught.
So I was right. Regardless, it's something I learned in my path of the Paladin. Enemies being too far can be quite troublesome. But I've learned those of some different magic origins can learn it as well. If y'all would be interested, I can pass this knowledge of the spell on to y'all.
Yeah.
Made to leave the room for y'all.
It'd be better to do it outside, actually.
Just me and you stay inside.
Alright, let the important people do their thing.
I look at the twins and be like, I guess I'm up for it if you two are.
Matt, are you up for it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright. So, he takes you both outside and he's like, well, wow. I spent a lot of time trying to perfect it. This is what I've come up with. And he goes he takes you both outside and he holds his hand up, above his shoulder, and you see light gathering in his hand. And he kind of points his arm up like he's aiming, and he takes a few steps forward and just slings his hand forward, and a giant javelin of light launches from his wrist, and it flies a good 100 foot and impales on the ground, leaving a small explosion in its wake.
Oh, wow.
I call it the planar javelin. And he spends a good few hours teaching all the techniques behind it and what he kind of learned from it. And that is now a spell available to all of y'all, planar javelin.
Nice.
It is available to warlocks, sorcerers, and clerics and paladins. But I will send y'all the specifics of the spells later.
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem. And he then turns to you after it's over, and there's a few holes in the ground of where y'all have thrown some and learned how to use the spells, and that is about how the spell functions. Definitely handy for pesky ranged enemies.
Appreciate you passing on this knowledge.
The least I could do, I assumed. Since I didn't know what else I could really teach you after everything we've been through.
Well, I hope everything goes well for you in the upcoming future.
I'm sure it'll be fine. If not, I've done everything good I can do. But he spends a good bit talking to y'all and enjoying y'all's company. But what were you about to say, Cyrus?
I was just gonna ask where we, or whether we should start heading out now. But I guess right now, we were raided by Palace Streams, and just want to shout him out real quick and welcome raiders.
Oh, awesome!
But yeah,
Thank you, buddy.
where do you want to start heading out now, or?
Yeah, I will leave that up to y'all. If anyone has anything left they'd like to go over with the captain, because this may be your last time seeing him for a little bit.
Captain, just for a bit of reference, we did irritate a lot of people down there. So if you see anything on your end, we have a pulse box now. You can eventually send us information just in case we get into towns and can check up on that.
Show him your map you
yes,
found.
of course.
Yeah. Show him the map you found.
Oh yeah,
Drug
that too.
spots.
Yeah, that too. I pull out the map and then I pull out the cipher. We also found this cipher down there. This cipher seems to line up with the map and shows locations of drop points.
This should help tie up any loose ends on the entire drug smuggling ring. I greatly appreciate this. This will definitely aid in our attempts to clean up this town. May I have this cipher?
Yes. But hold on a moment. Like, I'll give him the cipher, but just in case I see it again, I'll also write down a version of the cipher and then give him the cipher.
Okay. I got you. All right. He folds it up and sticks it in his back pocket. Like, if that's the case, I must report this back to my men. I've rested enough for today. I need to get back to my duties.
Did he sleep at all? Or did he just go up
He
and
said
pray?
he prayed. He didn't say anything about sleep.
That's fair.
Well then, shall we go and try to get a wagon and a horse?
As well. So, if just sort of like planning ahead, mentions it would be somewhere around like 100 gold total
For the wagon and
Yeah,
horse,
basically.
So
Yeah, they have a basic cart in there that I assume it's more just for hauling and stuff. For y'all, keeping all of you in it, I assume it'd be a little more than that. So I just did a rough estimate of between the horse and that, it'd be about 100 gold for all the tack, bridles, and everything else you need for it.
Right.
And the feed for the horse and all that fun stuff.
If all five of us gave up to 20, if all five of us gave up to 20 gold, we could cover the cost.
Yeah, you are getting to the point where things are getting a lot cheaper for you until y'all go to Magic Item Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if we all five divvy up 20 gold, we can get a horse and a carriage and have a ride.
It's gonna be weird not bumming off of other wagon trade merchant people.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this journey so far has been a journey of firsts. Never had been partial owner to a wagon, so that's interesting. Hopefully, we can keep it for a while and try to upgrade it as we go along.
You also killed a man. Seemed to be over that part.
Also, what?
You've killed a man. You've killed several men.
I mean, I don't see why you're putting all of that aimed at me. Look, I understand what I did, but self-defense is self-defense.
All I'm saying is you're handling it remarkably well.
I mean, I made a gun for a reason.
Okay.
All right, that's a valid point.
There's
Not
another
the
quote
pursuit
for
of
the
Yeah.
right. Well, on that note, Dreadsaur was like, well, I know a fellow named Paul at Delivery. I trust him. He seems to be better than the last cart place y'all have dealt with.
Well, considering that we dealt with one cart place, I guess we don't have many options. We'll go check out your friend.
And
Said
hey, so
check
do I.
out, not
We
take
took
out,
his
right?
Competition.
I said check out.
Okay.
I did say check out. Oh, he
One
says
second,
check out
before we
your
buy
friend.
stuff for you, let's
We've
check all your
established that
floorboards.
Marcus is a psychopath, right?
He says check out and he like cocks his gun.
Just going to check out your friend. Like, wait.
Yeah. As that's being said, Dreadslayer is like, in any case, he looks to all of you. You be safe on your journey, friends. If you ever need a place to stay on the road, feel free to stop by my estate. Always leave the door open for you. And he does a slight bow to all of you. I'll be praying for all of you on your journey.
I wish you the best. I'm just kind of
And
like,
you say
do a
safe-
bow.
you say safe too, and I go to shake his hand.
He kind of gets from his bow position to shake your hand. He's like, yes. Stay well. And in particular, he goes to the twins, going through a similar journey that he had, and he clasps a hand on each of your shoulders, and it's like, to you in particular, I wish you the best. It's not it won't be an easy walk you walk, but it'll be the most rewarding.
Thank you for everything.
He doesn't fully smile, but you see kind of a faint hint of one at the corner of his mouth, and he's like, no trouble. And he turns around and starts walking toward town.
Alright. Let's get ourselves a cart.
Yeah.
Right. So you make your way back into town, and it doesn't take you too long to find a livery he's talking about. You find a big stable toward the eastern end of town, and it's a pretty nice looking place. There's a big pen out there full of horses. So a young ranch hand kind of makes his way over to you, like, howdy there, folk. Can I help?
Yes, Dreadslayer sent us. He said that you could set us up with a wagon and a horse.
Oh yeah. Let me get the boss. He'll be the one to talk to you about all that. And he kind of runs off for a second. An older fella turns around, and comes like, "Oh, hey there. You're friends the captain.
Yeah. We helped them out with something, and we decided, and we were getting ready to head out of town. We decided that it'd be best to buy a wagon for ourselves rather than hitching rides when we could.
That's understandable, especially if y'all are. I don't mean to assume. Just looking at y'all, I'd assume you're travelers, though.
We are.
All right, yeah, you're definitely gonna need a horse eventually. Don't worry, I got the best in town.
Well,
Now,
might we have a look at your stock? We need what was the horse called again? It was a bigger. It was
Draft.
a bigger one.
Draft. There's draft and riding horses. Drafts are the ones that actually pull stuff.
Clydesdale or Shire horse.
Well, we need a draft horse.
All right. Here, you look at the. He points like that pen over there has got all the drafts for sale in it. Go take a look at them. So what kind y'all need? Y'all need a carriage. Y'all need a cart. Need a pull. You need a cart to fit the 5 of y'all. And he looks at Amarok in particular. He's like,
Yeah. It's like I kind of whisper at him to the side. I'm making a cart for 6. That could fit like comfortably 6.
not a bad.
You do
idea.
realize I can hear you, right?
Yeah.
Look,
I'll get on that cart. He just turns on a heel and starts walking in.
I mean, no offense, Emerald, but you have to be. You're very tall. You're a very tall person.
That immediate backpedal there.
Told y'all like to look at the horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look at the horse.
Okay. So looking at the stock he has, there is 3 draft horses in there right now. And all of them are pretty big. Particularly, you see one's got a pretty light brown coat on it, and you see he seems to have seems to be all brown except his feet. His feet are all white up to his knees.
The nice little frilly skirts on them.
Yeah. You see,
Well-
there's one that's nearly all black except it has a white stripe on his nose.
Hmm.
Then you see one that's kind of a grayish color with black hooves.
Well,
All male,
we
female,
could-
what is that?
well, we should probably find one that has a good temperament. We don't want one going too crazy out there on the road.
Female there.
Did anyone actually take animal handling?
Nope.
Cyrus, do your thing and talk to the horse.
I mean, I can talk to it all I want. Whether it can understand me or even listen to me is another matter.
Well, shall we give it a go at finding a docile one? New experiences and all that, and Marcus will actually try to get one of the horses to come over to him.
Make an animal handling check.
That's a flat 13 because I have 0 animal handling check, so 13.
Are we all just gonna take turns?
So the brown and the gray one completely ignore you, but the black one just kind of takes a look over at you, and he makes his way over to the fence and does the normal horse thing. His head goes all the way over it and it's just right in your face.
I'll try to pet him.
He accepts it.
All right, this one's friendly enough to me. This one could do.
At least it understands come here.
So what do the rest of you think? This one? Or one of the other ones a try?
Yeah, I don't see a need in being too picky.
Okay. At that point, Paul comes back out. You see some of his comes back out with some with a bridle, and he's like, yeah, not a bad choice. It's only mare we had out there. What you want to name her?
Well, that is important. What should we name our new companion?
Lovas, giant horse.
So wait, what did you just say?
Lovas.
Lovas. Is that like a gender neutral name, or is it?
It literally means horse.
So
What about our track?
I do like the sound of Luvas. You said Luvas.
Lovas.
I do like the
Lovas.
sound. I do like the sound of that. What about the rest of you? This horse is going to be traveling with us, so we need to think about this.
I mean, to be fair, I think it fits it.
Yeah, I mean, it is a horse. So,
Hey, did I cut out there?
Yeah, he did.
Sorry about that.
but I think we have a name.
What y'all got?
Lovas. I think I said it
Lovas.
correctly.
Lovas, like giant horse.
It's literally
Yeah, a very literal name. It is a big horse, so
all right. I'll get her. I'll get her registered under Lovas. And he gets the horse, bridles her, and takes her through the gate to the barn. And you see he looks visibly a bit puzzled.
However,
have
it's
a
obvious
horse
we have
named-
not done this before.
we have a horse named Horse. Now we are in a very fine pickle. Has anyone driven a wagon before? Anyone at all?
I mean, it can't be too hard.
Well, I mean, she did respond to me, so I would be willing to give it a try.
That's the spirit.
So I'll sit behind once the horse is hitched up, and I'll sit behind the reins and hold on to the reins. And well, if we're ready to head off, are we ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, might as well do.
He eventually brings out the cart and Levi's. Apologize, I had to sneeze there. Eventually pulls them out and takes the cart up to all of you, and you got and it's like, all right, well, y'all have a safe journey. That'll be 100 gold.
Right.
Here,
So
go ahead and take
so
this
I'll
from me, and I drop him 50. I can make do by gathering my things. Y'all apparently have to spend money on.
Oh,
Well,
Nice.
I'll give 20 gold.
All right, there's just 30 left.
Do we just want to split that? Was not expecting everyone to just pitch in more.
I mean, I 15. You can split it, and that's 15 gold each between the two of you, or the three of you actually.
You said it was 30 left?
Yeah, most.
It was just 30.
Mm-hmm. Want to just split it 10, 10, 10?
That work for you, Maddie?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. You guys you guys now officially have a horse named Lavosa. Am I pronouncing that right?
Lovas.
Lovas.
Logo.
Like Nomos.
Sure.
We have a horse. We have a horse named Horse.
Lovas, your new cart. You start to make your way toward it. Make your way out of the little farm area, and you guys are ready to take off on your journey.
All right, everyone. I haven't done this before, so buckle up because things might get pretty exciting.
I was about to ask, who's piloting the horse?
Apparently everyone is okay with me doing it, so I'll give it a try.
Wait, what's the worst that could
I have a
happen?
plus. We
Do you
all
have
crash and
proficiency
die.
in land view?
I do not. I have proficiency in a lot of tools, but no such vehicles.
And you don't have animal handling either, do you?
I do have
Nope.
animal hand, or I have a +2 in it.
Oh, I mean, it'll be better if you do it then, because I have 0 to animal handling.
All right, I can try this.
Alright.
So I'm bodyguard and chauffeur.
Well,
What'd you roll?
It's not terrible. It's a 13 + 2, 15.
15. Okay, yeah, that works. It's
So
been a bit, but you've spent a lot of time around animals in your life, so you have the idea of how to actually work with them. You've also had a little bit of time on car. It's mostly been Seymour, the one driving him around, but you've seen him do it enough times where he had an idea of it, and you're able to figure it out, and you actually get the cart toward the edge of town, and you think you can make it through the journey pretty fine.
just white knuckling reins here. Keep it between the ditches. Keep it between the ditches.
Right.
Oh goodness.
You guys all look behind you as the sleepy little farm town that you had quite the adventure in is going behind you. You make your way on to the next leg of your journey. And I'll say that's a good wrapping up point for tonight.
Alright.
Road again.
Alright, we have finished off Lucaville. For now, at least.
Woo!
Or half the town at least.
Yeah. Well, literally.
Y'all, I didn't expect y'all to do literally everything I had planned in Lucaville, but y'all did.
Boy, we're completionists.
Yeah.
100% in this campaign, right here.
Yeah, for real, like the black market was something I had in mind, but I wasn't sure if y'all had investigated or not. Y'all could have even went without finding out about it, but y'all literally did everything in town I had in mind.
Nice.
Found out about it. We could have found out about it, decided to take part in it, but none of us were okay with that. So
Yeah.
rather than simply walking away, we unleashed a raid upon it.
Well, so, guess we're gonna end our stream off here. We want to thank Palace Streams for the raid and all the raiders who stopped by, and all of you who've stopped by in the stream in the meantime. And if you haven't, check out our YouTube. It is where all of our past streams are, as well as check us out on social media. And we're going to find a raid target for you. And as always, thank you all so much for watching.
Yep.
Anyone have anything else to say?
Just thank everyone for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.